Everyone, if I could have everyone's attention, we're going to go ahead and try to rob this train this evening. My name is Mark. Welcome everybody tonight. Going to remind Annette to hit record if you haven't already. Thank you. I'm going to call this meeting to order, and we will begin with, if everybody would stand, we'll have our pledge to the flag, followed by our invocation. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Dear Lord, we pray that we can honor you tonight with our presence in this building. Please bless each and every person that is here tonight and help us to conduct the county's business as would appropriate in your vision. We thank you for all the blessings that we have and all that this country provides to us. In Jesus Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Please be seated. I'd like to remind all board members, please turn your microphones on if you haven't already. And we will begin with our presentation section tonight. We've got some art awards, and then after that, Miss Sue will have you up to speak in just a few moments. But first, I'd like to recognize our students with art awards. And Coach, I believe you'll help us out with handing out those certificates. First is Ava Foster, 10th grade, North Greene. Also, we have Marley O'Neill, 9th grade, South Greene. We got y'all packed in there pretty tight. Sorry about that. Next is Ava Carter, 11th grade, Chucky Doke. Also Mystica Blagg, 9th grade, West Greene. Ariana Backus, 6th grade, South Greene Middle. Nevaeh Garland, 7th grade, Chucky Doke Middle. Juanita Webb, 7th grade, West Greene Middle. Vivian Quillen, 3rd grade, Nola Chucky. Also Mia North, 7th grade, North Greene Middle. Azariah James, 4th grade, McDonald. Easton Ricker, 5th grade, Doak. And Luna Dubois, 3rd grade, Bayleton.
I coached him in Pee Wee football for a couple of years. He's going to be a great boxer. The other one is, was it Kane? It's been Kane, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank y'all very much. If you like, you guys are free to go, though you're welcome to stay for the entirety of the proceeding.
And Josh, that's the way you evacuate people right there.
Works out really well.
It just amazes me that they won't push their chairs up in there so everybody can out.
Just have more presentations other than me on my list.
Anything on, you've been in Sunnyside?
Sunnyside?
Not Sunnyside.
I've not been there. I said, I'm not up there. I was there in January.
Took those things out of the bleachers. Sideways. I just wanted to do things that way. I talked to Mr. Carter and
Have you just taken your pictures with them?
While we're clearing out, I neglected to mention earlier, Amy, Bobby, I want to thank y'all for being here tonight. Press is with us, and free press is the bedrock of our society. In any free society, I appreciate y'all being here. Appreciate the work y'all do. Miss Sue, in just a moment, we'll have you come up if there's anything you would like to share with us this evening.
Have you recognized the boy here yet?
I don't believe I have. Bennett, have you a speech prepared?
Oh, yeah.
Bennett's now going to give an oration from, selected works from Shakespeare, I believe. I'm not sure what he's. Bennett McClain, we're glad to have him as our student representative tonight, and he did a great job earlier. Glad to have you with us, buddy.
she's lighting her fire.
All righty. Well, Ms. Sue, we'll recognize you, and you come on up. I want to say we thank you for the cookies you brought. Really appreciate that.
You're not gonna like it when I don't come anymore.
Tell you what,
No, wait a minute.
We ready?
floor is yours.
First, I want to say thank you to Chris Malone, Bill Ripley, and Leanne Myers. We had a meeting on March 14th, and it was excellent. And I thank them for the time that we had together. I think we're making some progress with the music program, and I just want to say thank you for the time that we had together. And tonight, I try to represent a student that has gone on and still does music and art. And tonight, I'd like to do Maggie Morlock. Maggie, her mom, Robin, is a teacher at Camp Creek. And whenever I talk about a person, I have contacted them and asked them if I can do it. I don't come up and just talk about somebody that I don't ask about. But Maggie graduated last year, and she is now at ETSU. And she was a student at Greenville High School. And she started out with guitar in 7th grade, and she taught herself. And she has gone on, and she played tennis and basketball in high school. And if she continues at ETSU, she will graduate in 2028. But she comes home every weekend, and she plays her guitar at church, and she plays and she sings a lot of solos. So I'm for the music and art. I'm for I'm for all the, everything, math, everything. But I really want to stress how important music and art, even after you quit, even after you're out of school. So I'd like to honor Maggie tonight because she is carrying on with not only her studies, but with music. And I want to just give you a little update on Ty Youngblood. I talked about him about 3 months ago. And right now he is, he was going to be he was going to go into dentistry. And he's decided that he found his love serving and found his home and extended family at Grace Putnam in South Carolina. And he is a worship leader, and he plays his guitar he works with the youth, and he's still playing his guitar. And that's part of his deal. So I can't stress enough how thankful I am to the board for listening. I also want to tell you that in April, I'm going to meet with the parent teachers at Nochucky School, and I'm going to talk to them a little bit about what I've expressed here. And I think we're moving forward at a very good rate, and I want to thank you for doing that. I am so appreciative, and I'm sure the kids are going to be too. So thank you for having me here tonight, and I know I don't stay for the rest, but I know it's all important. My husband was on the school board for 9 years up in New York, and I know what a hard job it is at sorting out what you have to do, and so God bless you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sue.
Thank
Miss
you,
Sue,
Ms.
on, Miss Sue, on behalf of the board, I'd like to thank you as well. You've made a positive impact in your community, and we recognize that, and I think that's commendable, so thank you as well. Appreciate your work.
Each one of you have made an impact in one way or another. Maybe mine, in some ways, it's a little bit more visible because what you do is behind the scenes, but I'm grateful.
Thank you very kindly. Appreciate you. All righty. You come see us. Just want to remind the group, we do have quorum tonight. Our chairman, Rick, is not with us tonight, but we do have quorum established. And one other thing that I want to do before we get into consent agenda is item D in section 4, Sapana Das for School Board Association Scholarship. I believe she's with us tonight, and we would like to go ahead and move that out of consent agenda. And I believe we could go ahead and vote on that and have you recognized. Do I hear a motion toward that end? Do I hear a second?
Second.
And that was Stacy and Gary. Any discussion? If not, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries 6-0. And congratulations.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Certainly. Now, moving on to our consent agenda, the other items, typical consent agenda stuff. Do I hear a motion to approve section 4?
So
consent?
moved.
That is Minnie. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Any discussion? If not, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries 6-0. And that takes us to our reports section. Do we have GCEA with us tonight? Didn't see. We'll skip that. Board reports. I don't believe there's any of that. Budget report. How are you doing, Miss Kayla?
Finance Department completed 78 purchase orders in February, 437 account payable checks. We completed 2 biweekly classified payrolls, our 6-month certified payroll, and 1 Save the Children payroll. The general purpose expenditure at the end of February was 55.27%. General purpose interest revenue for February was $94,000. February's local option sales tax was $1,060,000. That year to date is over $6 million. And your general purpose revenue for the end of February was 66.9%. Does anybody have any questions for me?
I believe you're okay. Thank you very kindly. Bill, anything for?
Not if you have no questions.
I don't. Anybody got any questions for Bill before we? Food service report.
All moving slow.
Yvonne decided to share the limelight a little bit tonight, so here I am. We just finished allocating commodities for next year. We'll be receiving almost $320,000 in commodity allocations. This really helps us increase our value to y'all. 2/3 of this amount has been allocated to spending on fresh fruits and vegetables. The rest will be primarily beef and chicken. So that was our big news for this month. Meals served in March, 92,344 with an income of 408,611.17. Expenses were $364,865.37, leaving a surplus of $43,745.80 for a total surplus of $435,310.60. While I'm up here, Mr. McLean, I'd like to pose a couple of questions to you. I'm assuming you attend North Greene High School?
I do.
Okay. Can you give us a quick rundown on what's good, what's bad, and what needs to happen over there?
I mean, I think it's all pretty good. It's gotten a lot better than what it used to be.
Okay. What's best?
I enjoy pizza. That's my thing.
Pizza? Well,
That's what I would do.
you're my kind of guy. We got pizza every day.
Yep, that's me.
So if you could see anything happen in there, anything new, what would you see more of? Listen, I write the menus. This is your moment.
Cheese sticks.
Cheese sticks. Cheese sticks? Okay, I was at a school in North Carolina a couple of weeks ago. They had a baked potato bar, and one of the toppings they had on the baked potato bar was a buffalo chicken dip. How do you feel about like a buffalo chicken nacho kind of entree?
That'd be good.
I think we're going to do that next month. I think that needs to happen. Wow. Appreciate your input. If anything else I need to know about?
Not that I know of.
All righty, I appreciate it.
Kirk, I want to thank you for volunteering to do the presentation tonight.
Anytime.
Thank you kindly. Next, we'll have our director's report.
First of all, I want to ask that you remember the family of Charles Britton in your prayers. Charles was a longtime bus driver for us at Bayleton, and he passed away on Tuesday afternoon. So remember his family in your prayers. Mr. McLean has known him his whole life, said he was a great gentleman. So, I want to congratulate our sports teams for their success in the basketball season. We had all 4 high schools represented in the regional tournament, which was very exciting. I will especially want to congratulate North Greene. They sent both boys and girls teams to the state tournament this year. Our basketball coaches work very hard year-round, and their work has paid off, and I appreciate that work. I also want to congratulate our FFA students for their many awards won at the State FFA Convention this week. We're planning to have them at next month's meeting for recognition. One of our FFA students did win state president, so that's exciting. And he'll be at our next board meeting as our board representative. So I want to take a minute to get an update from Dave Wright and Chris Adams on our CTE additions. We have some drone shots to show you as well that I had taken yesterday. So,
First off, I'm glad to see Bennett back off his crutches and speedy recoveries, and glad you're on the road. That's perfect. Today we had our progress meeting at Chucky Oak High School today, and everything is the weather's been good for us. The weather's been good. They're making good progress there. You can see the footings laid out. We got the foundations coming up, so you can kind of see the footprint of the building there fairly well. We're taking up a lot of that site, but again, the weather's been very, very kind to us. So once that's the state that I'm glad that we're at. I think we should have been there a little bit sooner, but the block has been going up fast. And when you see the photos of West Greene, you'll see some dramatic effects there as well. A lot of block work there. As you can see, some of it up to steel bearing height there. We still got one piece to go there towards what we call the wall that gave us a little bit of failure. But you can see the height of the shops, height structures. So a lot of progress there. A lot of progress there. They should be setting steel when we meet next month. We should have some steel erected there for the roofs. So that has come along well. So again, we'll just keep our fingers crossed and hope the weather continues.
so Dave, I do have a question. At last month's meeting, what timetable did a Path Construction representative give you for the completion of West Greene?
West Greene probably should be well ahead of Chucky Oak, which they projected at January of next year. I'm hoping with a good summer, we keep our fingers crossed, I'm hoping to hit that timetable for August, but they got there. There's still a lot of work to do.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still got my fingers crossed for that.
But we are making a lot of progress with your meeting today.
Yeah, we're making a lot of progress. Yeah, we had two representatives from the Chicago office down, and they didn't say a whole lot, but I think they were there to actually review the site themselves. And again, there was a lot of masons on the job today, and again, all the footings have been poured, and a lot of the foundation work is up to almost floor level. So this time next month, we should see the floors poured, and I don't see any reason why we can't. And again, the weather's been very, very favorable for us. Now that I'm hoping that winter's gone. So we just got to keep pushing.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Now to give a report on my activities for this month, I was given the opportunity to read at Camp Creek, Mossheim, and Doak for Read Across America Week. Had the great opportunity to eat with and speak with the West Greene Middle School Beta Club early in the month. I visited multiple schools regarding their capital projects that will be occurring and checking in to see what we can be doing better for our schools. I also participated in the poverty simulation for the senior students at Chucky Oak High School, which was a great opportunity to work with the students. Ms. Teague and Ms. Smith helped with that. Ms. Pollock, D. Lee Pollock at Chucky Oak High School helped organize that as well. Had the opportunity to speak to the leadership class of the Greene County Partnership, which was another good experience to connect with our industry leaders. I've met with other various community leaders and representatives for them to get to know me, know a little bit about myself, and we became familiar with each other. And as you can see, it's been a busy month. I appreciate the support shown to me by the teachers, staff, principals, and central office staff over the last few weeks. We have many great things happening, and they are excited to work towards seeing success for the students. Once again, I want to thank the board for giving me the opportunity to serve as director of schools for Greene County.
We've certainly hit the ground running. We thank you as well. Appreciate that. we will move into our section 6, the old business section. And the first item is approving policies on second reading. Do I hear a motion for that?
So moved.
Gary and Stacy. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Motion carries 6-0. Believe that takes us to new business, and A and B, there are no policies. I believe we move into item C. Is that correct? Approve foster grandparent MOU. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Minnie? Second? Stacy? Any discussion on that? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say it by a like sign, which there are none. Motion carries 6-0. Next is approve the science adoption, HQIM, section D there. Do I hear a motion for that?
So moved.
Gary? Second?
Second.
Minnie? Minnie, second. Any discussion on that?
Exactly what are we adopting in?
All right, Ms. Myers.
So what we presented to you here are the recommendations from our third grade teachers through our high school teachers. So this is gonna be curriculum for third through eighth grade, as well as high school biology, chemistry, physics, physical science, and human anatomy and biology. This is our year with the state to go through the adoption process for our science curriculum. We do not at this point have a recommendation for K2. We did have a meeting today with some K2 teacher representatives and a vendor, because we were trying to find a curriculum for K2 that won't be quite as heavy of a lift in the event that we have enough funding in our budget to be able to purchase some materials to support science in K2. So what you see there is the list off of what's been approved already by the state. We have to pull off of the state-approved list. And we had teachers that were representative of all of those grade levels from all different schools. They received samples from the vendors. We had vendors come in and do presentations, and then those teachers voted on which of the vendors' curriculums they liked the best.
Any further discussion?
Just out of curiosity, Leanne, when we have these textbook materials out here for the public to come by, do we ever have anybody come by and look at that?
I think that when we had the science materials out here, there might have been 3 names, and of the 3 names, I think all of them were Greene County employees. Like, they were people who are already in our system. Honestly, most of the time, when you get people coming in to view the adoption materials, it tends to be when you have a reading adoption. Reading, for some reason, is a hotbed when you're gonna adopt reading materials. But when we did math the last time, as well as when we've done science this time, there's been very little, community coming in. We advertise it in the paper, we put it out to the community, but there's not been a lot of people coming to view the materials.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other discussion? If not, we have a motion and a second.
So moved.
We have, yeah,
Already had it?
already had it, yeah. We,
Let's
move,
vote.
all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed by like sign, which there are none, and motion carries 6-0. Next is, approve the CTE budget 2025 revision 2. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Minnie?
Second.
Gary? Any discussion on that? If not, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed by like sign, which there are none, and motion carries 6-0. Approved surplus disposal list, March 2025. Hear a motion? Stacy? Second?
So moved.
Minnie. Any discussion? Not all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed by like sign, which there are none, motion carries 6-0. Approve IDEA Part B budget fiscal year 2025 Amendment 2. Motion? Gary? Stacy? Any discussion on this? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed by like sign, of which there are none, and the motion carries 6-0. Next item is approving IDEA preschool budget fiscal year 2025, Amendment 2. Motion?
So moved.
Minnie? Stacy? Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed by a like sign, of which there are none, and motion carries 6-0. Next item is approved Title III fiscal year 2025, Amendment 2. Motion?
So moved.
Stacy? Gary? Any discussion on this one? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed by like sign, of which there are none, and the motion carries 6-0. Now, when we get to this GCS voucher resolution, I'll take a motion in just a moment. Just want to take a few moments from the chair to kind of explain what brought us to this point and why we're considering this resolution tonight. So essentially, during the campaign by the state to push through this voucher bill, we were told numerous times that part of this bill was a $2,000 bonus to all our teachers. And in the 11th hour, Nashville decided to make that contingent on us coming and asking for it. It's really unnecessary. If you want to give a bonus, you just give a bonus. But they did not like that school boards were not in favor and sent resolutions not in favor of their bill. And so, because they want to and because they can, they required that all school boards who wanted to participate in getting the bonuses for our teachers who deserve those bonuses must enact a resolution by, what is it, June?
By June 1st.
By June the 1st toward this end. So to be very clear, in no way does this resolution in any part endorse the voucher bill that the state passed. What the resolution requires is we adopt Section 4 of the law. I've read that section. It basically says, yes, we would like checks for our teachers. The end. That's all we're voting on tonight. I just want to make it clear that in no way does this constitute any endorsement whatsoever of the state's now law concerning school vouchers. And with that, I will be voting yes, and I encourage my colleagues to do the same. And with that, I would ask if we have a motion to consider, and then we'll do any discussion further after a motion and second if we get one. Do I hear a motion for this item?
So moved.
George?
Second.
Discussion?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to ask Dr. Malone, between now and next month's board meeting, if he could do some research and see if it'd be feasible and possible to give some type of bonus to all of our employees, not only the ones that the governor's given the bonus to.
I'll work on it.
Here, here. Thank you, George. Is there other discussion from any of the other?
What I was gonna say too, if it's good enough that they're just gonna give it to the teachers, they should have gave it to everybody, but because we voted so hard no on that, my moral compass will not allow me, I will not be signing it, and I will not go for it just because they're throwing money at it, so. Apologize
Understand.
again, but I'm
I
not.
understand. You vote your conscience, sir. Any other discussion from any of the other members?
Well, to clarify something Mr. Fry was asking about there, and that is the governor didn't, and Stacy said, the governor didn't put any money in for our classified people.
Right.
You know, and, I was in the school system for a long time. We couldn't have run without our classified people.
Here, here.
And I second, I know that's not a motion George made, but I second George's request, Dr. Malone, to try to come up with some money for our classified people. And the governor didn't even cover all the teachers. He didn't cover all the folks. We've got folks that aren't covered by the governor's money.
That's correct.
That are certified teachers, our principals, central office staff. So we need to make sure that those folks are covered too.
Any further discussion from any of the members? If not, we have a motion and a second on this voucher resolution affirming. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed by like sign. Motion carries 5-1. Thank you all. Next item is approving out-of-state trip requests. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Larry, Stacy, thank you. Any discussion on that? If not, all in favor by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed by like sign, of which there are none, and the motion carries 6-0. Next item, approving Fund 141 in category budget amendment fiscal year 2024 and 25. On this one, let me make a note to strike page 2 and page 3 from the notes. That wasn't intended to be included in this, and we have a note toward that end. So we're basically voting on page 1 in our notes, in our attachment, approve 141 in category adjustment. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
George? Second?
Second.
Minnie? Any discussion on that? Not all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed by like sign, of which there are none, and the motion carries 6-0. And approving Fund 141 budget resolution for public school security grant fiscal year 24-25. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Second. Stacy and George. Any discussion on that? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed by like sign, which there are none. Motion carries 6-0. Do want to take just a moment to recognize David McLean. Thank you. It's good to see you, buddy. He's smiling and a little different in this room than he used to, but it's good to see you. It's good to have you with us.
Bennett says he smiles a lot more now.
It smiles a lot more now. I believe that's accurate. Next meeting is April 24th, 4:30 at Greene GCT.
Mark,
Yes.
before you
Yes.
dismiss us, I wanted to congratulate Leanne for her trip to New York and her speaking at the Roosevelt Center and all the wonderful things that she did, and for
Hear, hear.
representing us so well. I think that congratulations are in order there. And do you have anything you want to share?
It was definitely a highlight of my career to get to talk about early literacy in rural communities at the Rockefeller Center on behalf of Save the Children in Greene County. Save the Children reached out and asked me to sit on a panel. So I sat on a panel with members from the Rockefeller Foundation and Scholastic Literacy and Save the Children. There were 4 of us on the panel, and we got to speak to a group of people. We're trying to increase funding for early literacy, putting books in the hands of students for this coming fall. Like I said, it will just definitely go down as a highlight of my career to have had that experience and to be able to talk about our community to people who have the ability to financially impact communities like ours. So it was just a highlight, great opportunity.
We're so proud of you.
Appreciate you.
Absolutely. Yeah. So just to wrap up the next couple, again, April 24th will be 4:30 at the Tech Center. May's meeting will be at Chucky Doak at 5:30. So just to let you all know, again, Chucky Doak High School, 5:30 for the May meeting. Those tend to get lots of folks, and I think that's the reason for that. But we're looking forward to that. Are there any other announcements before we adjourn? Hearing none, do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
It requires, thank you.
Caleb.
We're adjourned.
Mason,